Breaking news, family. Breaking news, family. One of Nolan Wells' friends may be getting charged with manslaughter. As far as we know with the Nolan Wells case is that it's been 12 days since his passing and they have been dragging their damn feet. But the new updated information is that he may be facing charges under a maritime law. There are certain laws, there are certain rules, there are certain things that you have to go by when you're operating a boat. And you must be accountable for everybody that's on your boat. Now, the latest information that we've been getting as far as the GPS location, and we know that boat was around the same area where Nolan Wells was found. Being as though that Ben Crump is on this investigation, this might lead to an arrest, y'all. Check it out.
As more information comes out in regards to the mysterious death of Nolan Wells, it gives us more understanding as to what happened that day, as well as what could happen next. On Wednesday, it was revealed that Wells' parents and representatives would meet with Mississippi DA Angel Myers McIlrath to begin looking at the next steps into the case, as the DA would confirm she would now be presenting the investigation to the grand jury. Now, upon researching what we currently know about the case, Nolan's friend and operator of the boat can now be expected to face a series of charges under maritime law. For those who don't know, in general, maritime law is a special body of law designed to govern issues on sea. Every boat and boat operators are expected to abide by these laws or face punishment. Now, one of maritime law's biggest things stressed for boat operators is known as duty of care, which is a legal obligation requiring ship owners, operators, and employers to protect crew members and passengers from harm by maintaining a safe and seaworthy vessel. Now, one thing that looks to be going under the radar is that a passenger is technically considered anyone who left with you on a boat you are operating, and at all times you as the boat operator are deemed responsible for their safety. Now, despite the circumstances that Wells supposedly wanted to stay, it still can be argued that he's still a passenger of the boat that would leave Horn Island at 4:30 p.m. And the fact that Wells was left with no communication, given that his phone was on the boat, makes things worse for the operator. Again,
so this doesn't sound like it's only a safety measure that's in our communities, because I've done heard it time after time. When we were younger, our parents told us, if we leave with y'all, we come back with together. Same thing is with the law as well.
A boat operator's responsibility is to return the specific passengers they brought out. Now, according to research, despite people being there on Horn Island, still does not fully excuse the boat operator from liability, but it can change the severity of the situation. Now, if it is proven that a recreational boat operator would leave Wells knowingly with no phone and a way to communicate for safety and still left, does confirm that that was negligent behavior on the boat operator's end, which for some cases that involve a loss of life, the operator can be charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless behavior. Now, another thing that would stand out for many is the already drinking that was proven to be taking place that day. Now, it has not been confirmed if the boat operator himself was drinking, but if he did, that would result in another charge known as BUI, or boating under the influence. Which is why for many, the sheriff's initial reaction to the incident, with no arrest being made swiftly, despite the viral picture of 18-year-old Wells and his friends, seemingly of the same age, holding beers in their hands, was not a sense of conducting a thorough investigation, and made some feel that a cover-up was taking place. Now, in the state of Mississippi, the legal drinking age is still 21.
And this is why I do not trust John Ledbetter. There was no reason for everybody to come out with that information before you came out with anything. And you didn't even come out with no information. The only thing you came out with is that I suspect that there isn't any foul play, which is no information at all. This is why we got to get rid of those people that's on this investigation and they're tied in with different people and they have racism weaved into their history.
Tie it all together. If the toxicology report comes back and Wells was deemed intoxicated at the time of his death, it will multiply the boat operator's liability due to the effects of alcohol and judgment. One of Wells' friends, Trayson Shepard, who is assumed to be around the same age as Wells, would publicly confirm that there was drinking in an interview with ABC News. He said that he and his group of friends, which included Wells, had been drinking alcohol since the late morning. Now, going back to Wells being separated from his phone, in which his parents will point out was an immediate red flag. If it is proven that the boat operator ultimately left with Wells' phone on purpose without Wells' consent, it can be viewed as a level of theft. To note, Wells' family had to reportedly track his phone down to get it back. So for some, it does not appear that his phone was willingly returned. As reported here, GPS and audio have now been released from that day. And according to an extended version of the tow call made, there were about 7 people on the boat according to the boat's operator. Now, it is unclear what specific boat was driven that day, but upon looking up the boat's vessel number, it looks to be a 2000 Triton boat, which comes in different sizes. Now, if it was also the...
He said there were about 7 people on that boat. It would behoove Sheriff Ledbetter to figure out who was the other 3 people, because when anybody's thinking about who's on that boat, they automatically think of that picture, which is just 4 people. But there were 3 other people on the boat. So this is what they need to figure out.
Discovered that the boat was past capacity, it can lead to another issue for Wells' friend and boat operator. Now, despite all these proven possibilities, the governor of Mississippi may have exposed himself as either not knowing maritime laws, or for some is trying to cover up the wrongdoings in this case. On Wednesday night, the governor of Mississippi would finally share his public reaction and would upset viewers by stating that he hasn't seen any signs of foul play with what he's seen so far.
I don't know all of the facts surrounding the case. I have yet to see a fact or a piece of evidence that suggests any foul play. But if there is, I feel confident that the Sheriff's Office, the District Attorney's Office, the members at the Department of Public Safety that deal with these crimes, if there had been one, they will find it and they will do what is necessary.
Now,
these people are so accustomed with not working. It sounds like he's reading the same script that Ledbetter had read, saying that he doesn't expect any foul play. But you had to identify the young man by his dental records. Make that make sense.
Now, part of his statement, the governor would also confirm that he and Sheriff Ledbetter, who is leading the investigation, are really close.
They homeboys.
For many, the movement Justice for Nolan appears to be a cry out to a justice system that is supposedly to hold no one above the law, especially when people have been arrested and swiftly apprehended by police for lesser crimes. Nolan Wells will be laid to rest on Monday in Ocean Springs, and his preliminary autopsy findings, according to his family's attorney Benjamin Crump, will be released soon after. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. As more information has come forward, what is your theory now as to what happened?
I personally believe that this case has reached a point of no return. There is no lie you can tell the public that's going to cover your ass in this one, because they are so used to getting away with this, is that they feel like they're untouchable now. They're going to be found out, y'all. And the ancestors is not going for this shit no more. We are living in a time where as though Mississippi cannot get away with what they have been getting away with for so long. The days are over where as though that we just accept anything. That's over with. Oh yeah, Mississippi, yeah, we know them for doing that. Hey, look, just don't go out there. Nah. There's going to come a day where we're going to get our land back. Understand, the indigenous people was out there first. There's going to be a time where we're going to be able to go to any damn state we want to, at any time we want to. This is the beginning right here. All this shit is about to come to an end. All this little hiding, this little secret hatred and racism and doing stuff behind closed doors, it's a wrap, y'all, and this is only the beginning. Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Man, I hope they really find this person and really hold him accountable for their actions. I don't give a damn if it's a maritime charge or whatever. Just get him into custody, get that damn phone, and go through that damn cloud. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Hype this video. Big Kish signing out. Gone, y'all.